Welcome to the Sliding J Ranch. I'm Jenny Sherbo, and today we're going to go over lead changes on a couple different horses and just work through some stuff. Hopefully you learned something. So this horse here is Shoshone Pony. He is a rein cow horse and has won quite a few things, but it tends to be a little hot and is ridden by a non-pro and has some issues. So we're going to work through some of his issues and just have some fun and push him around a little bit. So the first thing I'll start doing is walking him in some circles and getting him to relax and soften to the bridle by bumping my feet a little bit and holding his face in my hand, softening his mouth and at the pole, and softening his body with my legs, bumping my legs a little bit. And as I feel him start to soften and to relax down a little bit, I will start to ask him to make that circle smaller and smaller until he starts to step around. Now, as he's spinning, I want to be looking at the inside of his ear and trying to keep my shoulders balanced with his shoulders and feeling the step of this outside foot around in this circle. I can stand on this stirrup out here and just go around and around. Now I feel him getting dizzy, so I'm going to stop him, bridle him back up, and start again. So I'm going to step on that outside stirrup a little bit. I'm going to concentrate on this inside ear. And it's all about that big step from the outside shoulder right here. This outside shoulder, this step across. Get smaller and smaller. Step, 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 step. All about the step. There. Then when I want to stop, I just relax my body and let him come to a stop. And when I'm ready to go the other way, I'm going to bridle him back up and bump my legs on him a little bit. And I'm looking for relaxation with him. He tends to be very wound up, to chomp at the bit a little bit, and I just want him to relax. I can break my hands apart here and try to relax him. Hold him with one hand, whatever works, bump my legs, until he's walking forward on the circle and starting to relax. There. So now I feel like he's between my legs a little bit more, walking forward on this circle. He's not chomping the bit anymore. He's a little bit more relaxed. So now I'll just let that circle get smaller. And again, I'm concentrating on this step of this outside foot. Step, 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 step. If he gets a little lost, I can just kick him with my foot. Step, step. Okay, good. So I feel him start to get dizzy. He's a little out of shape. So I'll just stop him and start again. Good. So that's better. I'm feeling that step being a little bit more consistent and confusing him because I'm talking. There. He's getting tired now. So I backed him out of that right there because he wanted to go forward. Right there I felt like his rib cage was really stiff, so I just roll my spur right up his rib cage. But remember, these spurs are made as much to roll as they are to poke. Good, and we'll ask him to step around. There, that was much better. Right forward. Waiting for him to relax a little bit. Rolling that spur up that inside, softening that rib cage. start. looking for that collection at the end. Don't necessarily want him to back up, I just want him to ball his body back up. There. There. Good boy. Okay, let's go work on lead changes. I'm going to talk a lot about his hind end. Lead changes should come from the hind end. We can move his hind end around, just like we move his front end around. We can just stop that shoulder and move his hind end. And that's where that lead change comes from. We do the same thing this way. Stop the shoulder. Drive that hind end around. We got to have as much control as the hind end as we do the front end. So I'm going to start out in the left lead and start to lope around, and I'll switch him over to the right lead. When I go to lope off, I want to be sure to frame him a little bit to the left, which means push the hind end and have a banana shape. So the nose and the tail both come around in a banana shape or a U, and that's what I consider frame to lope off. So now I'll lope off, look up straight ahead. You have the banana shape or the frame. Little kiss. Nice lead departure. So I'm going to hold some frame on him as I lope some circles. So I'm going to keep pushing that hip to the inside as I lope around. Again, he's been ridden by non-pros, and this is what happens a lot, is they stop their forward motion into that change. So I'm going to do that same thing again, but I'm going to be sure to kiss and really run him forward into that change because he's learned to slow down and stop. So, first I'm going to walk forward and get that frame for the lead change. Nose and the hip to the inside of the lead I want to get. So, I'm on the left lead. I'm holding that frame on him as I lope the circle. When I'm ready, this next time I go around, I'm going to change that frame to the other side and change his lead. I'm going to do it in forward motion. So, push your shoulder to the inside, change your lead. Every step that he takes has to drive forward. Now I have that frame to the inside. The nose and the hip are both to the inside. I'll lope straight away from the camera right here. His nose and his hip are framed to the right. Okay? The next time I go through there, I will change the frame and change leads. So I'll lope straight across, frame, frame, frame. Okay, so I'll do it again because he has a little kick out there. He's a little out of tune. So we'll do it again. Now I have the frame to the left. I'm going to turn right here. Continue to frame to the left. Until we're ready to change to the right. There's good. So, frame to the right, change to the left. Frame to the left, change to the right. Now right here I'm going straight into the counter lope. It's like loping on the wrong lead, but it's with control of the shoulder and the hip. Then I'll go in the direction I'm supposed to go. So I'm on the right lead. And I'm changing to the left lead. He just needs a little more forward motion. So I have him on the right lead. Change to the left lead. Right here I'm going to counterlope because I felt him wanting to dive. Okay, let's see if we can change him every other stride. So right there's no reason to get mad at him. He's just trying a little hard. He's a little out of shape. That was a lot to ask of him. So it's no big deal. I'll just laugh and do it again. So I'm going to break the pieces down a little bit for him. Frame to the left. Change to the right. Frame to the right. Change to the left. Yeah, that was good. That was 3 changes on the line. Now we're to the left lead. We're frame to the left. Change to the right. Good. So that's probably enough for him today. I think I've asked him to change leads 50 times in 10 minutes. But again, it all came with control of that hip. That hip control is everything. If you can push that hip around wherever you want it to go, if your horse isn't this light going slow, where you can just pick up those shoulders and drive that hip wherever you want to go, then you're probably not ready to change lead. When you can control that hip or pick up those shoulders and control those shoulders, control this or control that, then you're ready to do a little bit more. But the lead change is all about framing one way, forward motion, into frame the other way. All on a straight line going forward. That's the long and the short of the lead change. And we're going to get another horse and play around again.